Hello, welcome back to Mountaineer News 2. It's official, folks. It's official. We are officially at the halfway point of the 2025 NFL season. We are at the halfway point and nothing makes sense. Nothing. It is... I don't know how to describe this NFL season. I really don't. What's the best way to put this season? I mean, call it chaos, call it drunk, call it high, I don't know. But, if you were to show me the standings back before the season began, I would have thought that you were crazy or you were on something. But here we are. So last week was mostly uneventful. It was mostly blowouts. But although some of the blowouts did surprise me. For example, Atlanta is a mess. I mean, why did the Falcons lose to the Dolphins? Why? Just why? And the Jets won a game. The Jets! And, yeah. Not much to say about last week, but we're going to get into the predictions this week. So let's get started. Kind of hungry right now, but I'll get food after this. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, we have a tank bowl, everybody. We got the Ravens and the Dolphins. So the Ravens came off of a very surprising blowout win over the Bears with Tyler Huntley, and the Dolphins surprisingly blown out the Falcons. So both teams had surprising blowout wins, where they won games very in an unexplained format. And now the question is, which one of those wins is legitimate? Because some people are speculating that maybe one of these teams could make a bit of a comeback. But my money, look, I'm going to be honest. If you look at the AFC is stacked right now. Honestly, yeah, these two teams have no shot. I think for the Ravens and Dolphins, I think their only goal is to try to make their season look less bad than it was, or try to get back to a more respectable record, but I don't know. But it's still a tank bowl nonetheless. And for this one, I got Baltimore winning, mostly because I think I can trust the Ravens a lot better than the Dolphins. So give me Baltimore with the victory. 49ers and Giants, look, I'm going to be honest. The 49ers should be terrible, but because of their paper-soft schedule, they're just going to find ways to win. With how easy their schedule has been, they're going to win games as easy as possible. And one of those teams is the Giants, who I think would give the 49ers a challenge, but I don't think they could beat them, especially after Scadaboo's injury. Give me the 49ers. Oh. Sorry, a little sleepy. Chargers and Titans. I mean, it's the Chargers and Titans. The Chargers are looking to try to get back on a good hot streak and try to stay competitive in the division against Denver and Kansas City. So yeah, if you play the Titans, it's an automatic win. Okay? When you play the Titans, it's an automatic win. So give me the Chargers. Vikings and Lions. The Vikings have been dealing with a good bit of injuries. inconsistent quarterback play. And, yeah, the Vikings have not really been too impressive. Meanwhile, the Lions are trying to get fully back on track to try to take back the division from Green Bay. And honestly, I think Minnesota, I think you might as well call it quits for this year. Give me the Lions. Falcons, Patriots, Atlanta. The Falcons are the biggest underachievers in all of football. They underachieve so much, it's almost painful. We know what this team could be. We know what this team could be. But they just never live up to their potential. They never can. Meanwhile, you have the Patriots, who is the biggest surprise is one of the bigger surprises this season. Drake May is having a great sophomore season. The Patriots are 6-2, ahead in the division, and really the Patriots are in control of their own destiny. With that paper soft of a schedule coming up, yeah, the Patriots are in a very good position. So, give me New England. Colts, Steelers. The Steelers have been ice cold because apparently the defense has decided to go on strike for how bad the offense has been over the past few weeks. So basically, the defense is bad, the offense is bad. Really, I don't get it. This is a genuinely not a good team, the Steelers. We're not good. But considering what our division is, honestly, we could still win the division even how mediocre or bad our roster is. And that is really, really, really sad. And I'm just going to say this. If Baltimore somehow manages to come back and win the division, even after the terrible start the Ravens had, then that is the sign that Tomlin needs to go. That's a sign. Meanwhile, the Colts, honestly, the Colts are not only the most consistent team in the NFL. The Colts, they're Super Bowl contenders. The Colts are legit contenders. This is not a joke. They're legitimate contenders. And Daniel Jones is the front runner for MVP. Can you explain this? The Colts are hot, the Steelers are not, but I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm still taking Pittsburgh. I'm going to regret it, am I? Broncos and Texans. Texans, also inconsistent. They also don't have an O-line. Denver, great performance against Dallas, and I think the Broncos are going to keep rolling here. Honestly, with how Denver has been playing, I think the Broncos are probably going to win the AFC West, unless the Chargers or the Chiefs can make a statement, but I think so far this is Denver's division to lose. Give me the Broncos. Bears, Bengals, Cincinnati. What is wrong with you? You lost to the Jets. The Jets! That's it. That's all I'm going to say. If you lose to the Jets, you're done for. You're done for. How did Pittsburgh lose to you guys when you can't even beat the Jets, who don't even have a quarterback? Bears. Bears bounce back win. You should be ashamed of yourself, Cincinnati. Panthers, Packers. Packers want to stay competitive in the NFC North. The Panthers, not sure if Bryce Young is playing, but they can't have Andy Dalton start again. So, Green Bay. Sorry, Carolina. Sorry, Carolina. But hey, at least Carolina's making progress. Saints, Rams, Rams. Yeah, the Saints are terrible. Why would anyone pick them anymore? Jaguars and Raiders. Similar scenario. Yeah, Jacksonville has had a bit of a down streak with that pitiful loss to the Rams. They're coming off of a bye, and honestly, if Jacksonville wants to compete with Indianapolis, this game is an easy cupcake game. The Raiders are a joke, and honestly, if I'm the Raiders at this point, just fire Pete Carroll. Gut everything. Legitimately. And also, Vegas, please do us all a favor by please sending Brock Bowers, Ashton Jennings, and Max Crosby to real teams before you make them terrible like everyone else. Give me the Jaguars. Big. Then we have a very interesting matchup. We have the Chiefs and the Bills. Both teams have been pretty inconsistent. The Bills have not been really playing up to full strength. Meanwhile, Kansas City, after that loss to the Jaguars, have been on a hot streak. But the game is in Buffalo, and I think the Bills still remember that AFC Championship game. And I think with the game being in Buffalo and with the Bills trying to get back on track coming off of a bye week, I think I'm going to be taking the Bills here. Give me Buffalo. Seahawks, Commanders. Yeah, the Commies ain't doing too well. Man. Jaden Daniels, how much does he carry this team? I don't know. I mean, overall, the Commanders team just looks old and slow. I mean, look at how old the roster is still. Yeah, there's no sugarcoating it. No sugarcoating it. Seahawks win. And I think Seattle is now in control of the division from here. Cardinals, Cowboys, Arizona's on the downward spiral. Dallas, stuck in mediocrity. But when you have a pick-me game like the Cardinals, you can win. So give me the Cowboys. I don't care. Before we go, just saying, this season has been screwed up big time. This is the first time where I'm actually really exhausted from watching football every week. It really is. But hey, the first 9 weeks of the season are going to be chaotic. Let's see how the last 9 weeks play out. And very soon, the playoff picture will become very clear. I'm Mountaineer News 2. Good night.